So the planer and the sander takes off the glue drips and surfaces the wood.
So you don't have to get one of those scrapers like Norm uses.
Stop it, stop it. You can hurt us.
He's our friend.
So when next you see us, we'll be working on this wood that will now be magically furniture and will be magically dressed differently.
Gene, thanks a lot for showing us the place.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thanks, Gene.
It's been fun.
All right. We've colored with the alcohol stain.
Yes, we did.
The next step to coloring is going to be a toner, but in between a toner and a stain, you got to put a sealer.
You got to put a sealer.
Because one alcohol color will pull up the toner.
And we're using a shellac for our sealer. You can also use a lacquer for the sealer too, but you got to spray it because if you brush it, you're going to pull up the orange stain because they're both alcohol-based, just like Ed said.
So, don't mix alcohols, and that goes for everybody in the dinner theater. Don't mix your alcohol.
Hey, how you doing out there, Uncle George? Oh,
He's just straight lighter fluid tonight.
He had the coleslaw. Okay, we're going to spray this on.
And everybody got the respirator?
I'm going to go this way.
Hey, this looks like the glaze on our ham steak.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to change the position of the thing here.
Of the nozzle.
And that'll give it a fan so I can go like this, here, see, woo!
See, that's sort of a horizontal fan.
And I'll go over here and do this
To
side.
the other side. And for those of you who don't like the cherries on top of the ham steak, just remove them.
This is a very good exercise for the quadriceps also.
Do the drawer fronts.
I'm going to do the front face first. Oh!
This is the time when most of the people in the audience like to go to the restroom.
And now we'll do the drawer front.
Watch your hose.
There's quite a lot of choreography going on here, let me tell you.
Fosse never directed anything like this, let me tell you, folks. That's enough spraying for the crowd. Hit it, girls!
We're invited to go out stripping. Don't want folks to think we're slipping. Where do you think our guns are kept in? Here in this gentleman's chest. It's tall and thin, fits lots of places. Got 5 drawers and lots of spaces. Plenty of room for their cable aces. Here in a gentleman's chest.
Bought your own food, Hank.
Off the employee's menu.
Let's go over here. What are we going to do now? We're going to mix up
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, thank you.
We're going to mix a colored lacquer or a toner so that we can tone up the cabinet. What I got here is some lacquer thinner, and we're going to use some of the stain that we used originally.
I'll
This
let
is
that go.
the penetrating stain, see? That's all we have. Now this gives you, of course, the same color as the stain, only it's watered down a little bit.
Add to that some of the Japan color.
This is the burnt sienna Japan color.
And
Okay.
of course, after it's all
Wait a
mixed.
minute. Let's put this in here. And this will make a toner. And, of course, you apply the lacquer then. And then everything has got to be filtered into here because if you see those dark spots in there,
I had a dog named...
dark spots, those dark spots would come through the little nozzle or wouldn't come through the little nozzle of this spray gun.
So let's get the spraying,
And
shall
if
we, pal?
that residue got into this nozzle, it would be horrible. So all we do now is we chuck this in here, all right? We put on the mask.
I have mine in my hand.
We take this here, and we do a test, and now I'm going to do the top. And you'll see how nice and even it gets.
And this will add some depth of color.
I wish I could see.
Trust me.
Oh, it's fabulous.
If you'll just put your dinner napkins over your entrees now, everything will be fine.
Smells done. Oh, don't put the nose on
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry, but you wanted to oil it.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, we've got one more step to do on this here gentleman's checks.
Yeah, we sanded down the toner. Remember, we sprayed the toner on? Well, actually, first we put the stain on, and then we sealed it.
We
Sealed it with an orange shellac, and then we put the toner on.
And now the Coupe de Resistance.
We're going to, for resistance,
Yeah, really.
we put on a clear coat of semi-gloss lacquer.
I've been around a lot of spraying today.
Is that the tick? Okay.
Lacquer's our top coat. Let's hit it, Professor. Not you, him.
Don't get him started. He's having a sandwich now.
Now, you could do this with a varnish, which could be brushed, but we wanted to endanger the maximum amount of people at the Furniture Guys Dinner Theater tonight. Just cover the desserts with the dinner napkins, that's all.
If you did this with a varnish, you would mix the pigment with the varnish and then brush it on using a good brush. Because if you use a cheap brush, you're going to get brush marks.
Oh, do the side.
You better move back, Professor.
All right, sir.
Oh, it's my old mule chest, filled with my spurs and my vest. After a day of busting the sun, I know I'll find the batteries for my cattle prod.
You know what we got to do now?
To the mule chest?
We got to do the final step, which is always the
rub
out.
And the rub out today is
Remember,
involving...
wait a minute. First, I got to do the steel wool.
Oh, I can do this while
See?
you do that.
You got the
It's
two
possible.
pieces, two pads of steel wool, unfolded, rolled together tightly, and you're just going to rub. Wait a minute now. I got to...
All right, I'm ready.
Inside. You
I'm
just
ready.
stand there like you're holding a pie.
That's taking care of all the little dust bumpies.
Well, it also makes it nice and smooth.
It's
see?
smoothing the surface, abrasing the surface. And it's getting it ready for the final.
True devotees will be saying that's the 19th time they've said that in 3 shows.
For 3 big letters. And those 3 big letters are W, A, and X. It's wax. We're using liquid wax today.
This is the dark wax, and what this is going to do, it's going to add another layer of color because it is a dark wax. It's also going to fill in all of the pores of the wood, so
There we
apply
go.
some. There you go. Look at that. It looks pretty. Oh,
Oh, boy, look at
my
all that
stuffing's
wax.
coming out, Dorothy.
You take some of this wax
Oh,
over
good.
there.
Don't put too much wax. Just a little bit.
Like on this table here.
A little bit of wax. If you put too much, it winds up smearing in the long run.
Where is the long run
long
on the mule
run?
chest? You want to get over on your side?
Go ahead,
Here,
move
I'll-
over that way. There you go. Now we got it.
And get it all around the side. And of course you can wax the entire piece. But we're only waxing the
Yeah,
top
it's too taxing, the waxing.
because,
all of it.
because that's the only part anybody really cares about. And if you go into our homes, where most of this furniture winds up, you'll find the tops look very good, but the sides
That's the thing,
look
Al.
like a piece of
For
chazarai.
instance, look in here. Look, I want to show you.
Don't.
See that?
Oh, you're removing that 4th wall.
Oh, thank you. It's so good. Oh, I need some more. That's your support. Oh, good. I can't even do it.
I'm leaving. Got a piece of junk like this, and it's just got marks all
Throw
over
it out.
Make a big fire.
Well, sometimes you get a scratch, surface scratch. You can touch it up using the touch-up markers.
I think everybody saw for a few dollars more.
You can
when
spend
Lee-
a few dollars more for
When
this.
Lee Van Cleef went to his horse, he went like this.
But
And look,
he had money.
he had guns.
Guns.
But I have markers. I have every color marker.
Now, we're going to name every one of these for you.
This one is called Burnt Sienna,
Uh-huh.
while this one,
Okay, get the...
Light Walnut. Well, of course, we have everything. We have black, and we have very, very light.
You don't want to use this one.
No, this is red oak. This, what kind of wood is that?
Black.
I don't care.
This is black color.
Hey,
B-L-A-H.
here's a real light one. It's called light oak. If you're afraid you're not using the right marker, of course, err on the side of too light rather than too dark, for obvious reasons. So I'll touch up this little scratch right here, right on the corner. Let's see if this works.
Hey, you're doing Jackie Vernon.
Let's find out together. Okay, and as I always like to work lefty, because then I have an excuse why it didn't come out.
Oh, look at that.
Didn't that come out nice?
Oh, boo.
Didn't that come out? You know what? On a corner, on an edge like
It's like
this,
conducting an orchestra.
on an edge like this, you might want to work darker than on other spots because the edge catches more light. And a lot of times...
That's why noses catch more light.
Yeah. Yours catches a lot of light.
Yours catches the light of the sun, the entire light
yours
of the sun.
catches light from Alpha Centauri.
Yours from Andromeda. Infinity.
So, since the corners catch a lot of light, sometimes if a corner is worn, I just like to run a marker right down it.
Yeah.
And since this is felt...
But if you move like that, then the...
Then this happens.
Oh, my
gosh.
goodness.
Look.
That comes right off with
That'll-
some lemon oil.
And so will this.
Look at this. This is dry pigment. See this? You mix a little bit of that in there with the wet.
The dry with the wet.
And look, you can touch up. This is a little more hallucinatory.
Right, and the more you spray, the more the colors seem to run together in a
Well,
swirling
then you get a
paisley
dark
like
color,
the beginning of the TV show Checkmate.
And you can make a touch up across the whole line or the whole beading, and you won't see any of those.
Oh, he got it wrong too.
Bye.
That's all for now.
Great
Until next time.
Bye.
We hope you've enjoyed yourself at the Furniture Guys Dinner Theater tonight.
And we hope you all come again real soon.
We'd like to thank a few people, our pianist, Ted Garricky, and our Furniture Guys singers, Marcia Feldman, Jerry Page, and Frank Lamario. And our Furniture Guys dancers, otherwise known as Attitude, from Motion Studios.
Now let's take a look at all of the befores from our project.
And the Afters.
Whoa!
Hit
Hit it, Professor!
We hope you've enjoyed our show tonight. We hope your car was locked real tight. We tried to inform you, delight and amaze. Come back next week and we'll do a shave. The pieces I promised we had to reveal it. In fact, they're so lovely we're going to steal it. We're done.
Thanks for coming on and filming.
'I'll teach you. I'll teach you. I can't believe